How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the now viral video featuring a woman being arrested and eventually tased for not wearing a mask at a middle school football game in Logan, Ohio. No relation. Logan is a town in between Columbus, Ohio and Parkersburg, West Virginia. But anyway, the lady is there with her mom just watching the game. Ohio has a mask mandate, and if I'm wrong about that, you guys let me know in the comments below. And she was not wearing it. Although she did have one in her back pocket, it was not on her face. So she gets approached by an officer. I suppose he was saying, hey, put your mask on or you got to leave. And that's when things go really downhill. Now, we do have video, of course. And after we get done watching the video, I'll talk about what was done there, how it should have been handled. Then I'll give you my 2 cents, my deep detail analysis. And then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
I am.
And put your hand behind your back.
I will not put my hand behind my back. I'm not criminally doing nothing wrong. Get off of me! What the f is wrong with you? Oh my God! Oh, get off of me! You're not arresting me for nothing. I am doing nothing wrong. What the f is wrong with you people?
This is over a mask.
Oh my God, dude! You're not arresting me for not doing nothing wrong.
It's not.
I believe you. You're not arresting me for not doing nothing wrong. Stop it! Let go of my wrist! Oh my God! What is wrong with you? Get off me! Oh my God, Mother! This is bullshit! You're not arresting me!
Is he an actual police officer?
I don't know.
Somebody needs to call the police.
Okay, so you're arresting me.
I don't think he can arrest her for not wearing a mask.
Somebody needs to call the police.
This is not a warning. Call the cops, Raven.
Call the cops?
Yeah.
Will you talk to them?
I don't know if he's a real officer.
It says police on the side and on his back.
I don't mean anything. But he may be, Bridget, because there's a cop car over there. There's a cop car over there.
Do you want to call him?
Tase somebody over a mask. Tasing this lady over not wearing a damn mask.
It's time for me to go back to Florida.
This is bullshit! I am going to leave and I'm... Mother!
Come on, it's just a mask. And I'm going to sue you for knocking me down, dude. I'm going to.
Get my kids and let's go!
Arresting her for a mask, not wearing a
Hey,
mask,
where's
and he
your
ain't even
mask?
got one on.
Right!
Hey, where's your mask?
Remember, we're connected together now, right, guys? We've done this how many times together? How many times?
That's. Oh, here comes another.
Over a mask.
Ran a cop right there.
All right, you saw that, you heard that. Now, that was really crazy. All over a mask. First things first, you got to stop resisting. All right, I understand, I get it. The whole mask thing was overblown. We're doing way too much. It's not really that serious. You outside. Who are you really going to be infecting? If your mask works, don't worry about me not wearing one. I get it. Okay, I understand. But if he's approaching you saying, hey, put the mask on or you got to go, you got choices to make. Don't try to resist arrest right there because you're not going to win in that situation. All right. The taser's coming out. You might mess around and get injured seriously. Don't resist. Just stop it. Okay, just stop resisting. Although I don't agree with the whole mask ordinance or law, whatever they want to call it, the statewide thing, don't resist. That's number one. But number two, let's talk about this whole mask ordinance. That's way too much. Where I live in Tennessee, we don't have that. You may see some of these signs outside of stores that say, oh, you got to wear a mask before entry, but nobody's enforcing that. Okay, nobody's really enforcing that. You're not going to get an officer called on you. As a matter of fact, where I live is much better than Ohio from what I've been able to read and see. Where I live, the police chief in my city got on TV and said, hey, if there's a mask mandate, we're not going to be enforcing it. We're not going to be issuing citations. Okay, you can wear a mask if you want to. As a matter of fact, the chief got on TV with the mask on and did that address that way. So he had a mask saying that, okay, I encourage you to wear it, but we're not going to force you. It's your personal choice. You have freedom. And Governor Bill Lee, shout out to him. I met him right when he was running before he became the governor. Good dude from what I was able to see from him. But he gave it up. He let the counties dictate their own thing. You know, so I was like, okay, that's the way you got to do it. Let the counties do it. If they don't want to do it, then that's fine. If they want to do it, then that's fine too. Right. But then within the county, the police departments are going to handle it their own way. I'm not sure how it is in different states. That's one thing about voting and elections in general. Your state politics really do matter because that has an effect on your everyday life. All right. I wonder who the person was that made it be a state mandate that you got to wear a mask in Ohio. Who's the governor? Is it still Kasich? I don't think so. But if it is, I mean, that'll pretty much explain it right there. But the mask mandate came from the state down. I don't blame the officer. I don't blame him because he's just doing his job. These guys are not making a tremendous amount of money. They have to be able to do their job. And there was a statement released that said that it was only 2 people in the whole crowd of 300 that did not have the mask on. So it's like, all right, if you don't want to wear the mask, then either don't be here or, you're going to get arrested and then escorted out. That's pretty much what it was. But I think the taser coming out, I think that just really kind of underlines the hysteria behind this whole thing. I don't blame the officer. I blame those that have hyped this virus up to the point where if you don't wear a mask, you're the equivalent to Adolf Hitler. I think that's ridiculous. All right. If this mask is if the virus is so deadly and it's so toxic, the little masks we wear aren't really going to help you at all. Okay. You got the CDC changing stuff, talking about, oh, we thought it was airborne, but now it's not airborne, all this and that. So a lot of these things that we're doing are just kind of for show. Wearing the mask for what? Really? I mean, first it was no human to human transmission. Then it's okay, droplets, they can jump 25 feet, all kind of stupid stuff. Then it was, it might be in your AC and it's touch, and they keep changing it day by day. So I think the mask ordinance is the problem. It's no point in attacking the police, and to a certain extent, I give the governors a break to a certain extent. All right. When you're trying to shut everything down like they did in Davidson County, Tennessee. All right. When you want to shut everything down for what reason, I don't know. Word on the street has it that the mayor out there in Davidson County, you got county mayors too, different story, long story, I digress. But the mayor out there in Davidson County, Nashville, John Cooper, had opened the city up for his son's graduation and then closed it after his son's graduation. That's just what I'm reading. Word on the street, I don't really know. But what I do know is that he opened it to, level 2, whatever we want to call this game we're playing. And then he went to level 3 right before 4th of July weekend. So that whole thing was ridiculous. And I don't think we should be able to do that. I think we should just open back up. And if you want to wear the mask, if you feel like you're comfortable like that, then go ahead and do it. Be my guest. All right. Matter of fact, if you want to stay at home forever and never come out, then be my guest. But the hysteria behind the mask, your local officials signing these quote unquote ordinances into law, I suppose, and making the officers go out there and enforce it is the problem. All right. Like I said, in my area, our police chief got on TV and said, hey, we're not going to be enforcing any kind of mask mandate. So that means the officers can't do it, even if they want to. All right. I go around here where I live with no mask on. I see officers in the store, like in Walmart, with a mask on. I wave to them, say hello, and they wave back, say hello. They're not going to do nothing. They're not going to be tripping. All right, because they don't have orders from up above, the governor, senator, mayor, or whatever, to enforce the mask mandate. So as I close, I want to say this. It's unfortunate that the lady had to get the taser pulled on her. I think that was over the top, but at the same time, you can't be resisting, right? If you don't resist, then it wouldn't have happened. But the biggest thing here is that if there were no mask mandate from up high, then none of this would go on. The officer wouldn't have done what he did. The lady would have just been fine in the stands watching the football game. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that the officer was right to do what he did as far as arresting the lady and tasering her? Or that's your viewpoint? Let me know why in the comments below. Or was he wrong to do what he did? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. How you feel about the lady? How did she react? The resistant thing, I'm just not really a fan of. I don't agree with the mask or in it, but I also don't agree with the resisting. That's going to just cause problems. You're not going to win that battle. Whatever your thoughts on the resisting are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I stand. The resisting is a big no, and so is the mask mandate. The officer here is just doing his job. He can't do anything else other than that. If his police chief came out on TV like ours did and say, hey, we're not going to enforce any kind of mask mandate, and he did that, and he's in the wrong because he's not following the orders. He's not doing his job the way that he was instructed to do it. All right. He probably doesn't really want to wear the mask. I saw Big Boy with the nose out and everything. I feel the same way, sir. I can't breathe. You know, my nose is not small. I need to get maximum oxygen. And I feel like the mask is obstructing my airway. I don't want to wear it. And I live in a place where I don't have to. All right. That's why I'm not really traveling like that. I love to travel. I love to get on some planes. I enjoy plane rides. I enjoy the hotels. But I'm not trying to put a plastic bag over my face essentially for 4 or 5 hours in the air. I just don't want to do it. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.